The mysterious disappearance of Jennifer Kesse. Nearly 20 years after Jennifer Joyce Kesse disappeared in Orlando, Florida, her case is experiencing a resurgence of attention. In 2025, prosecutors and investigators declared that the case is no longer cold, and both the Kesse family and the Florida Department of Law Enforcement suggests that breakthroughs may no longer be out of reach. But even as hope rekindles, the central mysteries remain. Where is Jennifer? Who was the person seen parking her car? And can modern forensic science finally solve what former techniques could not? On January 23, 2006, just after returning from a Caribbean vacation, Jennifer spent the night with her boyfriend and spoke with him by phone. The next morning she left for work and was never seen again. Her apartment showed no obvious signs of forced entry or struggle. Personal items remained in place, but her car was gone. Days later it was found parked about a mile from her condominium. Nearby security footage captured someone pulling in, parking the Chevrolet Malibu, lingering inside for some 30 seconds, then exiting and walking away. The fences, posts, and poor camera resolution prevented investigators from identifying the individual. Over the years, responsibility for the case passed through multiple hands. Orlando police handled the initial investigation. Later, the FBI joined the effort. In 2022, the FDLE absorbed the case into its cold case unit, promising fresh review, new interviews, and retesting of evidence. In 2025, officials publicly removed the cold case label. The Kesse family welcomed that shift. Jennifer's father, Drew, told reporters that FDLE said that they no longer consider Jennifer's case cold. It is active. They truly believe that they are getting somewhere. He recalls receiving a call from investigators that they had obtained new DNA evidence and had narrowed down their persons of interest. "We have film of that car being parked. A person stays in it for 32 seconds, gets out, and walks away," he said, describing what he believes is a key moment in the footage. From the law enforcement side, a lead agent named Spears, who reportedly took over the investigation around 2 years ago, confirmed that the case is being actively re-examined. "We are re-evaluating some evidence to test new and retest some of the stuff that has previously been tested," she told a local news station. In public statements she also affirmed, "The case is not cold in the eyes of FDLE." According to reporting, Spears has reviewed thousands of pages of documents and conducted more than 40 interviews under the renewed investigation. The role of DNA and trace evidence looms large in the renewed efforts. Reports suggest that biological material, including hair or microscopic traces, was found in Jennifer's car, evidence which earlier techniques could not resolve. Advances in forensic science, more sensitive DNA sequencing, and improved image enhancement in video analysis have all been invoked as potential tools to finally distinguish suspect identities from poor quality data. Jennifer's family has long suspected that individuals working in the condominium complex where she lived played a role. During construction and renovation in her building at the time of her disappearance, multiple contractors and laborers had access to units and common areas. Jennifer was said to have felt uneasy about some of them. She had reportedly told friends she felt watched or harassed in communal walkways. Because the person in the surveillance footage appears to wear white or light-colored clothing, some speculate he may have donned a maintenance uniform to blend in. Agents are now reportedly revisiting individuals associated with the work crews. Still, other scenarios remain in play. It is plausible that someone intercepted Jennifer during the short walk from her unit to her car, abducting her opportunistically. The fact that her phone, purse, and keys all disappeared suggests someone may have intended to sever her ability to call for help. And while theories of trafficking or planned kidnapping have been floated by the family, law enforcement has not publicly affirmed those ideas, viewing them as speculative unless backed by evidence. Over time, as leads dried up and memories dimmed, the case seemed destined to remain unresolved. Some of the earliest investigative decisions and delayed responses may have compounded the difficulty of recovery, but renewed public pressure, family insistence, and technological advances have breathed new life into inquiries. Even as investigators press forward, the Kesse family speaks of the emotional and financial toll the search has exacted. Drew has described the disappearance as a heinous crime. "It didn't happen to us. We're byproduct victims. He says the case has consumed their lives, their resources, and even impacted their mental health. "We've recently retired," he told a broadcaster, "but it pretty much takes part of your family. It takes your house. It takes pretty much all your money." Amid that challenge, the family continues to push for tips and public awareness. They have sued the city and law enforcement agencies to obtain thousands of pages of records. A GoFundMe campaign helps underwrite private investigation and technical efforts. On social media, the public is implored. Someone knows something. Whether the renewed investigation yields arrests or answers remains to be seen. But for the first time in many years, the case feels less dormant. The film of the car parked by an unknown person, the reopening of previously untested evidence, the scrutiny of those associated with Jennifer's condominium, all of it suggests that the gears of justice may yet turn. 20 years of silence have not erased the urgency of the question that haunts Jennifer's family, investigators, and community. What happened to her? With the case no longer cold, the possibility that all the small clues, once overlooked, degraded, or dismissed, can be reconnected to find her, has returned from the shadows. In the end, the answer may rest on a single scrap of DNA, a memory from a bystander, or an image retrieved by new technology. For now, the search continues.